Everybody, welcome back for another one. You know, I count myself lucky for being able to grow up in a time where I can actually afford fast food. I can afford the poison that America really had to offer, really get a full dose, me and my friends, almost every night, whether that was hot dogs from Sheetz, double cheeseburgers, McChickens from McDonald's. McDonald's was always the go-to. Be at college at West Virginia University, just get done with wrestling practice and go get 4 double cheeseburgers from McDonald's. That was the go-to almost every day. Disgusting, yeah. Has it had a lasting impact on my health? Yeah, maybe. But at least it only cost $4 because we actually had a dollar menu back then and people don't understand that. But Americans right now are just kind of getting fed up with the prices of fast food. And it's completely understandable because at what point did it become a luxury? At what point in going and getting a McChicken, a McDouble, if you're back on the West Coast getting a double, whatever it is, whatever your poison was, you know, you could go get it. At what point did it become so prohibitively expensive that just no one's getting it? I don't know.
How much do you spend when you go to McDonald's?
It's expensive, man. Like it can get, I don't know, like $15.
Yeah, so it's like, what do you do at that point? What are you doing?
Yeah.
I feel like fast food should be dead after it became expensive with all this inflation that happened during the pandemic and everything. It's like you're paying $15 to $18 for McDonald's. You're probably paying more. You get a lot of McDonald's, you were saying. $17 for the Big Mac meal.
$17 to poison yourself.
To poison yourself, bro.
I mean, that's all it is. It's poisoning yourself. But yeah, I remember before the pandemic, things were still a good price. But the inflation that came from that really just screwed us all over. I mean, the prices never went back down. You know, and that's the big fear of these things. Anytime the prices go up, whether it's at the store, the gas station, the movies, whatever it is, it seems to be every time these prices go up, even though they say it's good, this is all just temporary, guys. Just hang in there. Prices will go back down. They never do. They never do. Are we getting paid more? No, we're not. So it just makes it a lot more difficult. But I'm glad to see that a new generation is waking up and is fed up, right? Because people innately know that you shouldn't have to pay $20 for a Big Mac. Because Big Mac is tiny now. What's the point? Is it going to fill you up? No, none of this food's actually going to fill you up. And honestly, it's not supposed to fill you up. Listen, you shouldn't be relying on fast food. I know as Americans, we'd love to do it because it's just convenient. You know, if you're from the rest of the world, you don't realize that Americans have drive-thrus for absolutely everything. And when you're outside of America and you come here, you realize that you don't actually need to go into any stores. You just don't need to. It's that convenient to live here. It's that you can be that lazy where you don't actually need to go in anywhere. You don't need to leave your car seat. You can spend your entire day walking about 50 steps if you're smart about it. Smart or stupid enough. But yeah, the new generation's getting fed up for sure.
Yeah, can we talk about fast food prices real quick? It's actually preposterous. It's actually atrocious. The fact that $20 is now the new standard for a meal at a fast food restaurant, unless if you want to go below 20, you're going to be hungry after. That should not be the case. It's McDonald's, bro. If I go in there with $30, I should be able to feed a family of 10. And they should all be full. They should all feel gross after. It used to be cheap food, cheap price. You know what you're getting. All right, now it's bullshit food, bullshit price. That doesn't make sense. What? It's just not what a burger costs. How can you sit here, look me dead in the eyes and tell me that that's what a burger costs? I'm done. What are people supposed to do? Dumpster dive? Is that the new fast food? Dumpster diving? They're going to put a paywall over that too. It's going to be like a dumpster diving subscription service, like $5.99 a month to dive in our dumpsters. It's going to be like Dumpsterly. It's a new app, Dumpsterly. Find dumpsters to dive in near you. This is the world we live in. Crazy.
To be honest, dumpster diving may not be too far out there of an option. I actually have a friend in West Virginia I've known for a long time. And he dumpster dives in the Walmart dumpsters. And he actually gets a bunch of fresh produce out every week. He feeds himself and gives the rest of the homeless. Because it's an option. And I think it's going to become more common. Especially because Americans in general don't realize the kind of waste that our grocery stores actually have. You know, like there's a blemish on the food, it's gone. So there's often going to be more produce in the dumpsters outside than there is actually in the store. And it's still good food. It's still great food. But yeah, I think that's going to become a lot more normal, dumpster diving. I mean, like when I see somebody walking down the street, stopping by the trash cans, on the street, picking food out. At this point, I don't even know if they're homeless. I just think they might be on a budget, because that's where America's getting to at this point. But this young man has a point. This young man has a point. You shouldn't have to spend $30 for a Big Mac. and it should be able to feed a lot of, listen, $30 back in the day at McDonald's or Burger King. I mean, that would have fed a team, an entire team, right? That's 30 double cheeseburgers. 28, because you have tax, of course. But it would have fed the entire team, guys. The entire team. But it's just what we're going to in this world today, and no one's safe. I think what's worse, honestly, is that it's not even fast anymore. It takes forever. It's not just in and out. God forbid you ever order anything that isn't like a common item. Listen, don't order a McFish. Don't order any kind of like chicken breast fried thing, because you're going to be sitting there for 20, 25 minutes. You might as well just take this money and go to an actual restaurant. And you might actually be waiting less time to get your slightly more decent poison at a chain restaurant than at an actual fast food place.
I just went to Arby's. I ordered 2 drinks, an order of fries, and a sandwich. Mind you, it was a burger, so burgers are on more the expensive side, right? My total was $19. Besides the $19, my order took 21 minutes. 21 minutes. I could have gone to Costco, bought a family-size ground beef pack for $27, gone home, cooked the burger, come back, and my food still would not have been done. And I actually think, in fact, I could have went and got a whole cow. I could have went and bought an entire cow, slaughtered the cow, made the burger, froze the rest of the cow for like a couple $100, and then maybe my food would have been ready at Arby's for $19. This is out of control.
This is the way. This is the way. Go to Costco. Just go buy in bulk and meal prep. This is really the only way to survive in this economy. Listen, fast food's dead. We got to just leave it be, leave it to rot. Let them learn from their mistakes. Listen, is there still affordable ways to actually go get fast food? Yes, there is. You can download these shitty apps that these places have. My wife does it because she likes a good deal. She's Turkish. Turkish people love a deal. So if you go on these apps, there's always coupons, and honestly, it really takes a lot of the price out of it. So highly recommend. But yeah, dude, Arby's hits close to home. Curly fries, right? You keep the beef and cheddars away. That stuff isn't real. But the curly fries from Arby's, it's delicious. Listen, this is a large man abroad. I'm 6'4", 285 pounds, right? Division I athlete, Marine. I'm an old man now, but I'm a big boy, right? I've eaten so much food on this freaking planet, right? I know, I can tell you every item on fast food menus, what they taste like, what to get, what not to get, right? It's a gift and a curse. Definitely a curse to my cholesterol and my waistline, but a gift to my taste buds. But I have a burnt out palate like most Americans do. And I'd say this is just the way though. You gotta go to Costco, you gotta bulk buy, In our household, listen, we're chicken people. We just go get a couple rotisserie chickens, break that down, and just eat that with rice and a bunch of other stuff. This is really the only way. Unless you're just financially stupid or super wealthy, listen, eating fast food is just out of reach for most Americans. Like, it's just not the way anymore, and it's not fast. Because it's like, what happens when you get off work? You're gonna go sit at line. Listen, I think the only reasonably fast food place that's out there still, right? That's quick. It's Taco Bell. It's definitely Taco Bell. Taco Bell, and I know why, because I used to work there when I was a teenager. Everything comes in bags and is steamed. They just dump it in, scoop it onto a tortilla, squirt it with a sauce or sour cream, throw cheese on it, wrap it up, and go. Taco Bell's the way. And it's also pretty much the cleanest. Is it real meat? No, absolutely not. But they still have a pretty decent value menu. Now, is it still poison? Yes, absolutely. The amount of sodium that we get from our fast food will put you into cardiac arrest super quick. So, just find a limit, guys. Find a limit. One of the things about working with people on a vast array of ages, like I do, is I get to see the eating behaviors of young people. And still, with the cost as high as they are, these people eat out all the time. They get fast food all the time. I mean, at least just go to Chipotle. Like, Chipotle will feed you for 2 meals. It's $10, yeah, but it'll feed you for 2 meals because it's big. Get a big burrito bowl. But it's time to give up. It's time to give up on fast food and just learn how to cook again. Listen, I understand that we have 0 hours of free time in the day, and none of us are in relationships where our spouse or our girlfriend or boyfriend can go ahead and make food for us because they're working 12 hours a day at the salt mines as well. But there's got to be another way, because fast food, we just have to kind of let die at this point. It's not for us. It's not good for us. It's not good for our wallets. It's just a bad look in general. Have you ever felt proud eating a Big Mac out in public? No, you do that behind closed doors in shame, as you should. That's what I do. I just take a bag of Arby's, I go to the bedroom, lock the door, lay down on the bed and throw the fries on my chest and just close my eyes as I let the chemicals, the preservatives, the pesticides, the sodium, the fat just work its way into my blood system and slowly push me forward to that heart attack that is coming soon. I know it. I can feel it. But this is really the only way. But am I ever going to eat it in public? No. No, I won't. Maybe in the back of the Walmart parking lot, yeah. But other than that, the only time you'll ever see me eat fast food in public, which I think is the only acceptable place, is Costco. Anywhere that you can get a giant hot dog or a chicken bake, anything like that, and still come out under $5, hey, that's great. As long as I get a good deal, I'll proudly eat it in public with the rest of the carnival people here in America, because that's just all it is. Love this country and love fast food for what it is, but I know what it is, and I avoid it, and you should avoid it. You should avoid it just for it being poison, but of course, mostly because just no one can afford it now. But anyway, that's all we got for today. If you're still here at this point, like, subscribe, share. Hey, think about becoming a member. That's always fun. We got more stuff coming out. We got daily content at this point. It's a lot of fun getting out there. And yeah, other than that, we appreciate you, and we hope you have a good one. Happy Wednesday, everyone.